chips are going in the middle.
You might be wondering if he has enough to raise and still get away from the hand. He's got about 26,000.
No, he's come here to win,
All in.
Jesse. They're all in. Will he get a call?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
All in for 26,000.
I'm all out.
Fold.
26,000 is enough to hurt one or two of them. Oh, Dave Garbas has got the hooks. A dangerous hand. You want to be raising with that hand, not calling, wouldn't you say?
Call.
He's calling.
He is. Yeah, you'd think he
Fold.
might be interested in
Fold.
clearing the field behind him. But as it is, everyone else out, and it is Joe Kuami all in.
And Dave's going to be pleased. There's only one overcard to his jacks. Joe's percentage chances of winning this if he had ace queen would be considerably higher. As it is now, he needs to see an ace or a really jammy flop.
Jammy would be the right word. But any bullet will do for Kuami here. And that's no good.
He needs 2 for a straight to win it. He's going to need a 7 and a 6.
A little bit. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, that has made this a very tough story. 3 aces in the deck. I think one of them may have been laid down already, so Joe drawing with a thin skin.
and it's a full house on the
Okay,
board,
boys.
but because Dave Garbas has a pair of jacks and they're higher than the 9s, he takes it down, and our first casualty at the table is Joe Kumi. Hard luck, Joe.
Joe Kuami's last hand, he moved with the ace-10 only to find Garbats, the hooks behind him. And the board caught up to a full house, but Garbats's was bigger. 8s full of jacks, beating 8s full of 9s.
Now, Andy Pyra's obviously thinking, if I stack my chips up as high as possible, they'll all be scared of me.
Fold.
He's got 2 big skyscrapers there, and he's our second chip leader with 140,000. But he's
8
trying
more.
to make it look as though it's even more
12
than that.
total.
This may be the collision we were talking about. Garbats might try and overplay these 4s and decide that the re-raise is the option.
Call.
He's just calling.
Shows what I know.
Fold.
Well, a lot of
Oh.
players want to see a flop with a low pair, don't they? Because they're looking for trips, really. And he didn't want to expend too many chips in the hunt for trips.
As it turns out, Dave Gregory has got quite a good hand, though no more. Will he represent the ace here?
Check.
No, he checks.
15,000.
Dave Garbats reaches for 15,000. Is that going to be enough to get rid of Gregory? I guess his only option really is to re-raise if he's serious about taking the pot down, but he must be scared of the ace.
It's the one card I didn't want to see. Pass.
Fold.
Well, he was actually honest. He told the
Close
truth.
plate.
And he's learnt a new four-letter word, Jesse, the word fold.
That was a great, great bet by Dave Garbats, who seized on the weakness that Dave Gregory showed. But I think Dave Gregory actually, he's been raising so many pots, he just felt like there was no way to bluff, that he had to make a hand to bet. And he may have been right.
Do you think position becomes less important in a short-handed game than in a ring game? I mean, when you have only 5 players, where a raise is likely to get through quite often, does it become less important than if there are 10 players in at the table?
I think certainly when the blinds get big, the raises are going to be so big that there is going to be no position, because there's going to be no betting after the flop. But
Oh.
at this stage, and during that hand, position was very important, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If Gregory had been second to act, he probably would have won that pot.
Fold.
Ken Broad's woken up with ace-5.
Raise.
Raise.
No hesitation in raising with ace-5. 2 left in the pot. Robert Cooper, 8-6 suited. He's already got some chips invested in the pot.
10
Maybe
more.
he'll call.
14 total.
He's got his sniffer over the table. He suspects thievery, I think.
Fold.
Doesn't want to act on it.
Andy Pyra, I'll bet you my mortgage he folds. Oh, please, Andy, fold.
Fold.
Andy shows. 6-2.
You have to make his way.
I still have a house, Jesse.
So Ken Broad gets it through, and Ken Broad is a player who has won a high percentage of pots played, which is always a good statistic, and that's why
What was that there, sorry?
he doesn't have many more than he started with, but he does have more than he started with.
He's been very, very solid today. I'm impressed with him.
Marty's laughing.
Still
'cause
my
he's got a
tip,
heater,
actually,
a cup of
Ken.
tea and we're sat here like
I think
lemons.
Dave Gregory, who's chip leader, has been the most forceful personality at the table and certainly not afraid to raise. But when he's come under pressure from a re-raise or a big bet, he's folded. So we'll see what he's made of.
It'll be Garbats under the gun. Deadly Dave. Looking at his cards, all in black. 2 black cards for the man in black.
Fold.
He's going nowhere with those under the gun. Ken Broad's
Raise.
got
Raise.
another ace, 2 aces in a row. He likes those aces.
Just deciding how much to raise here.
10 more. 14 total.
Oh, he's run into one. Robert Cooper may re-raise here, I think.
Cooper's only got 70,000. The bet 14,000 right now. So I wonder if all in is the bet, is the
I
play.
think it's the play, but
Call.
he's not going to do that. He's calling. We noticed earlier when he picked up aces, he slow played those. If he misses the flop now,
Fold.
Well, this is going to be a real test on Ken Broad to see what happens if they both miss, isn't it? If it comes an ace, I think Ken is going to be in just a world of trouble. But they have both missed.
they both missed. Battle of wills now.
Check.
Robert must.
Both
He
check.
must bet at this. He must.
It's gone. Check, check. Turn card for free. A 7 would make it a splitter. An 8 is Ken's key card.
Is Robert waiting for a queen or an ace? He hasn't got one. Any bet will take this pot, Jesse. Take your courage in your hands.
You do wonder. All right, Bob Cooper has gotten very little information here.
15,000. Fold.
Wow. He who hesitates is lost. And Ken Broad, who may have been giving up on the pot on the flop, sees the horns back from Bob Cooper on the turn. Ken Broad, I think he thought his ace was good.
7,
No one to play with? There's always PartyPoker.com.
Raise.
Yes, a predictable raise with ace queen suited there for Dave Gregory.
10 more.
10,000 more, 16 total.
It's not a
Pass.
huge raise though.
Pass. We raise all in.
Oh. Well, Bob Cooper found the cards he was waiting for. He may even get action.
14,000 total.
I think he
Pass.
will get action. I think with ace queen
Okay, you've got
suited, he's going to get a
13,
call
20,
here.
33.
Dave Gregory has not put down many hands today. He's going to call this, I think.
Question from Dave.
41 or 51.
How much
Also
more is it
41,
to me?
So you only need to put in
Well,
20.
Dave Gregory's got 143,000 chips in front of him, and this is going to cost him about just over a third of his stack to call. He's already got chips in the pot. He's going to
Call.
call.
Yeah, it's really no decision. Ace King is the only
Yeah, no break.
hand that he's in really bad shape against.
And he is in bad shape.
Yes. He's, I
He'll be
think-
hoping for hearts, I think, Jesse.
But it is Bob Cooper all in, just needing to ban that queen from the board. Bob looks like he's getting ready to go.
Just put 3 diamonds on the flop.
Make it
What's
easy.
he thinking about the hearts?
No.
And they're all black.
What's the end of that?
No help there.
Anything but a queen. And Bob Cooper will be back in business.
It's always the river, Bob.
Just this once.
He read my mind.